Hi guys! So today I will be talking to you about these two sponges which are from Real Techniques, and this one right here is the Real Techniques Eyes 2 Miracle Mini Eraser Sponges, and it says 1 tool, 6 uses. The other one we have here is Real Techniques Finish, which is the Miracle Sculpting Sponge, and it says Dewy Highlight and Contour. So this is the other one. So let me quickly read what's written behind so we can start off the video. So this one says that from flaking mascara to eyeshadow fallout, these little miracles help sweep away your makeup mishaps. Use damp to blend harsh lines or dry to pick up makeup. Soft, flexible foam to help pick up any type of makeup. Replace every 1 to 3 months. So here there's a picture which says the flat edges are for erasing, the rounded sides are for buff and blend, and then the rounded side here is again for blending, and the tip is for targeted sweep. So what I decided to do was, on one part of my face I will be using this dry, and on the other part I will be using this damp. So that way we know if it works both ways. So the other one that I have here says that it is designed to help create shadows or highlight your favorite facial features. Use damp for a dewy glow or dry for a full coverage finish. 6 surfaces expertly cut for controlled application, ideal for powders, creams and liquids. Replace 1 to 3 months. So they say the top part is for contouring and the bottom part is for highlighting. So now let's quickly unpack these sponges and see how well they work. As you can see, I have applied primer and foundation on my face. So we will be going ahead and contouring and highlighting with this one and seeing how this one works too. But before that, if you've enjoyed watching this video, then please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. And also, please to follow me on all my social networking sites. That way, we can keep in touch. So to contour today, I of course will be using the NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Medium Tan. And to highlight, I will be using the Catrice Concealer in the shade 025 Rosy Sand. So as I told you, my right side, that is the right to me, that is this side, I will be using it dry, and then this side I will be using it damp. So this is the dry side, this is the damp side. So now I'm first going to use it dry on the right side of my face and see how well it works. So this top part is meant to contour and the bottom part to highlight. So I have no idea, I think this looks better. So yeah, the flat side is what I will be using to kind of contour or blend the contour. As you can see, it did do a great job as kind of like blending everything together. It says that if you use it dry, then it gives you like a full coverage. I think they're talking about the highlight. Yeah, because but I like the way it kind of blended into my skin, and as you can see, it did not get a lot of product on it, and though it was dry, like it did a good job, which I was kind of skeptical because I have known like blenders to just work well when they are damp. So yeah, I like how it looks. It definitely is a matte look, though they say when it's damp it's a glowy look. So now let's, oh, and another thing, this one, like this flat side is kind of, I feel, makes it hard to contour as it's too thick. Like as you can see, it is too thick to contour with this. It kind of makes it hard though, but if you kind of squish the blender and then contour, I think it just works better that way. So now I'm going to highlight with the other side, and I can see that it's really pointed here and it's kind of flat here. So I'm going to use the flat area to highlight, and let's see how I like the highlight dry, or the highlighting side dry. So yeah, this is done and you can see how it's blended. So the contour and the highlight on the dry side. So about the highlight, I feel it is way easier to highlight with this than contour, because contour I have to kind of squish it and then like try to contour, but this one was way easier because of the pointy edge or the pointy corner. And about full coverage, I did wear a full coverage foundation, frankly, to be honest. So I already had, and then I really liked the way it kind of blended the concealer into my skin. It looks great. I have no complaints yet. It definitely gives me a matte look with this sponge dry. So let us see if it's actually dewy with the damp sponge. But I'm pretty impressed. It's just that the contouring side is too thick for me personally, but otherwise it did a pretty good job. And of course, this is my first impressions. I'm using it for the first time, so you never know. As I use it, I might like it more or less, so I will keep you guys updated. But as of now, I like it. I'm going to just quickly try it damp now. So this is how the sponge looks once it is damp. I'm going to highlight and contour both and then give you like a complete review. So I definitely like it better when it's dry. I know that's surprising, but I definitely, personally, it also depends on your skin texture. I feel the side where I use the damp blender, I definitely thought that the contour blended well when it was dry, and it definitely, even under my eyes, settled in well when it was dry. And I do like it when it's damp too. It's not like I don't, but I definitely feel that the dry side is better. And about giving me a dewy look, I have oily skin and it gets oily really quick, and I have like a natural glow within seconds, especially during summer on the days that it's hot. So it's kind of hard to tell if it actually gave me a dewy look, because if you can see, it kind of looks the same, and you can see like on my forehead it's already oily. So I really love it dry, and I do like it damp too, but personally if I would use it, I would use it just damp. Oh, just dry. Yeah, so now I'm going to use the other brush, that is the mini blender. I'm going to tell you what I feel about both these sponges in detail. So this is how these sponges look. They kind of have like a flat corner on one side and they're sharp on the other. So it says that this flat edge is to erase any makeup mishaps, and this is kind of to blend. This side is to blend. This is the blending side. This says to buff and bend, and this is basically targeted sweep as well as buff and blend. So yeah, so they say use damp to blend harsh lines or dry to pick up makeup. So it says, in the beginning it says, from flaking mascara to eyeshadow fallout, these little miracles help sweep away all your makeup mistakes. So what I'm going to do is, I do have the Urban Decay Perversion Bigger, Blacker, Badder mascara here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pretend like I'm applying it to my lower lashes and kind of like apply a little by mistake and see how well this cleans it. So if you can see, I just got some mascara here. I'm going to let it dry right now and then kind of sweep it with the dry blender to see how well it works. So my mascara is dry now, so let's try taking it off. Oh, not bad. It's actually gone. But the sad part is it did take off a little concealer as well. So I am going to use this to blend the concealer on this side now. And I'm going to use it damp because I want to see if it actually takes off all the harsh lines. It says this side is to blend and this flat edge here is to kind of take off harsh lines. So let's see. As you can see, like this has kind of blended in, and yeah, I'm not disappointed with the way it kind of like, I'm not disappointed with the way it blended and worked really well. Last thing that we have to check if it erases fallout as well. I have Makeup Geek's Shimmer here, and I'm just gonna apply it on my lid and then kind of see that it drops, that there is some fallout, to check if it takes it off. So as you can see, this was not the fallout that I wanted, but it happened. So let's try. So it says again the targeted sweep. This is the other one from the pair, so it is dry. So wow, it was definitely better at taking off the eyeshadow than the mascara, because the mascara, when I tried to take off the mascara, the concealer went off as well, but when I tried to take off eyeshadow the concealer has still stayed. So that I think is a good thing. So we've tested these sponges out. So what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to finish my face. That is, I'm going to contour, highlight, etc, 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 and then talk to you about what I feel about both these sponges. Oh, by the way, I realized that products work on powder, liquid, or cream. So we used cream, that was the contour and highlight and all of that. So I'm just using the powder now to set and see how well it works with powder. So now my makeup is done and I'm quickly going to review both the sponges. So we'll start off with this one, which is meant for contouring and highlighting. So what I liked really about this one was that it worked really well when it was dry. I'm skeptical about using sponges when they're dry, but this definitely did a great job. So that I would say is a pro. And another thing is I really like the highlighting side, especially this flat part of the sponge, because it was really easy for me to get in there and kind of blend my concealer really well. So the highlighting part I was really impressed with. Second thing is the shape. I really like the shape. It's really easy to blend, especially the highlight side. And having really oily skin, I always look for something that makes me look matte. So this definitely gave me a matte finish. That is, my right side is definitely more matte than my left side. So I personally like it more when it's dry. It is my favorite when it's dry. I have another pro to add. The price. The price is so affordable. It's just, yeah, that's right. So that's another pro for me, because it's really affordable and I love affordable stuff. So, and now let's move on to the cons. So one con that I didn't really like was this surface to kind of contour. It is really broad, so it makes you hard to contour. It's like all over the place. But again, if you squish it, it does work well. So yeah, it's easy to work when you squish, but just like this, it's too big of a surface to contour. And the last con that I would say is this. Okay, this definitely, this side, the flat side helps me contour, but this side, I don't really know how we can contour with this unless like I use it, you know, this side to contour, like just this part to contour. If I want to use it horizontally, it's really hard for me to contour or do anything with the shape. So now let's move on to the other one. So one thing that I was really impressed was it worked with the powder as well. I used it damp with the powder and it worked really well. Really easy to kind of apply powder. So though that's not mentioned here, that's something that I tried and I really liked. Another thing is I really like that it took off any like eyeshadow fallout without taking off the concealer. That was brilliant. Like when you're using glitter and things like that, this will definitely come handy. Second good thing I would say is the shape of this one. I'm really impressed with the shape of this one. It's really beneficial. Like you use like this, the flat edges there as well as a round edge, so you can use it for like 100 things. It did take off my mascara once it dried, so be careful. Wait for your mascara to dry completely and then use this. If not, it's not going to work well. Trust me, I tried it. So yeah, so these are really good things. Like I tried this for powder as well. By the way, I tried this with powder, what do you call that, bronzer as well. It worked well too. So these are the pros, and the cons that I would say, of course, it mentions on the pack that you can take off the mascara when it's dry. And when I try to take off my mascara, the concealer went as well. So, but again, I can live with that for the price. That's amazing. So I can definitely live with that. I mean, that doesn't really matter, but what I really like is the way it takes off all the eyeshadow fallout. I was really impressed. So yes, I would definitely recommend these two for the price. I would not say that this is the best for contouring, but it's definitely amazing to highlight. And this great guy does, I mean, we definitely do need these small ones, you know, to kind of like go in there and blend. I do have the tiny beauty blenders too, and I think they do a great job too. But then when you compare the prices, I think this one is amazing. So yeah, so I really like these two, except for, but otherwise, keeping the price in mind and looking at the way they worked on my skin, I really like it. Apart from that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I loved reviewing these for you, and I will definitely be using them in my videos in future, so that way I can keep updating you about how well they're functioning. Apart from that, guys, I will see you in my next video. Have a great week ahead. Bye.